Hello, you guys. Welcome in and welcome back to our channel. When I say I have missed you guys so much, I think I've been going for 2 weeks now. And my amazing co-host has been holding it down while I have been gone. I took a little vacation. It was a lot of fun. I was gone for about a week and I had a blast. And then the week before that, I was handling some things behind the scenes for Rainbow Unity just to make sure that the organization can run as smoothly as possible. And that has been amazing as well, you guys. So you already know how this goes. We do have to get some housekeeping going before we jump into the show. Okay, so make sure that you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys are commenting down below. We would love, love, love to hear what you have to say. Make sure you guys are interacting with the content, with these segments. What else? Make sure you guys are checking out our website at rainbow-unity.com. And make sure you guys are checking out rainbowunitywear.com as well. Okay. The topic for today is Beyond the Darkness. So I'm super excited about that. So without further ado, let's get this show started. Hello!
Hey, my best friend, how the heck are you?
I am doing amazing. How are you?
I've missed you so much. And
I miss you too.
the week before when I had to do my first solo show, oh my gosh, girl.
How are you feeling about your first solo show? How was that?
Well, after the great reviews I got from you and a couple of my friends, I really loved it. So it's fun. It's a kind of a new thing to me, but basically,
Yeah.
you know me, I just speak from the heart. I don't use a script.
When I say you did amazing, I was watching the whole thing and I was so happy. I was like, immediate yes. You rocked it out. Immediate yes. I loved it.
Well, thank you.
So, what were you doing while I was going on vacation? Like, what what was happening?
We only got a half hour show, so maybe I'll just nip it into a little 15 minute.
Shut up! Oh my
Um,
gosh!
actually, behind the scenes, basically like you, while you were gone, I was missing my director and I was holding down the fort at Rainbow Unity. You know, trying to get
Yeah.
things going about something that we got coming up at the end of August that we're going to talk about later. And
Yes,
I
yes, we
am
are.
really excited about this. And,
Me too.
just doing the executive director role, trying to build bridges in the LGBTQ community. We're going to keep focusing on that. That's our mission.
Yeah.
So basically,
When oh no, keep going. I cut you off.
no, you're good. I was just basically doing the things that the executive director is supposed to do.
Good. When you had the the Thursday night Zoom calls, because remember, you guys, we do have Thursday night Zoom calls. If you guys want to join us, we would love to have you Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What was the topic for Thursday night?
Thursday, yeah, that rented lips. Thursday night's topic was about LGBTQ laws around the world.
Okay. How did that go? That seems like a really
It
fun
went
topic.
it went really well, and even we all learned something about the rules and how some of them are so outdated that they go back to where the horse and buggy days, or
Oh my
you know
gosh.
Paul Revere and the Raiders, and we were leaving the British behind. I mean, these some of these rules are that bad. Like,
Wow. Did you guys do
it's
like a deep dive into them?
you know what we did, and it took up the whole 2 hours. I mean, I looked at the
Wow.
clock and I was like, "Oh, it's time to sign off."
It's
It
time to
was
go. You
right.
you know how the group is though. Like if we get a good topic and everybody gets invested and involved into the topic that night, honey, we just go 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 go. Like we've always been like that. Like the group is so active.
Well, me and you are practically a group because once we get going, we just go go
We
go
just
go.
go 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 go. Speaking of go 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 go, we both kind of had a little bit of a bad day. Couple bad days this week. I mean, what do you want to talk about? Kind of what you've been dealing with that's kind of had you in a bad mood.
Well, I'll tell you what. There is. Uh, uh, there was a topic I was talking about yesterday, um, during this group that I teach at church. It's called Worthy, and one of the questions was, you know you're having a day when. So
Shut up.
that was the actual question. I swear to you, it was. Hey, Richard, and yes, and I see Felicity is on too.
Hello. Let me go to these
Yeah,
comments. Let's see. Oh,
yeah.
hi, Richard. How are you? Richard is one of my best friends, you guys. He
Yes,
recently
yes.
cut his beard off, and I'm mad at him about it. But but whatever. We're not gonna go there. Hi, Dakota girl. Hello.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I mean, it's like, like I said, the question says, you know it's been a day when,
Yeah.
and so I can explain that in one sentence. It was when I had that. It
Oh my gosh.
it started here. It went whoop, and then it went back down, and it went up, and it went,
Oh my
and
goodness. Oh
girl, I hate roller coasters.
I love roller coasters. I'm a roller coaster enthusiast with 125 coasters under my belt at the moment. But
You
I
wouldn't
don't
like
like
this roller coaster. You
yeah,
would
I'm like,
not.
I don't like life roller coasters. Those roller coasters are coasters that I hate with a passion. So, okay, so I posted something on my Snapchat, and literally, I cannot tell you the amount of messages that I got that day when I posted it. Because, my Snapchat is kind of like a private community where I kind of have, I think it's 5,000 people on it. And so I interact with a lot of people throughout the week. And so, um, I posted on my Snapchat, I said, sometimes I feel like I'm unlovable. And sometimes I feel like that's how my life is supposed to be. Like maybe I'm not supposed to be loved. Maybe I'm supposed to just be unlovable and move through life that way. And maybe my life has another purpose where I'm supposed to um what's the word? I'm supposed to replace the love with something else. And when I say like I got so many messages when I posted that on my page. I wasn't really expecting anybody to see it, which is so stupid of me to think, with 5,000 followers on there. But y'all, I got so many messages, and I definitely want to say thank you to you and your message that you sent me because it was amazing. And thank you to everyone else who sent me loving words after that. I was really just having a bad day that day. And something at work triggered me and it made me post that. But thankfully, by the end of the day, it got a lot better because I have amazing people in my life that show me love that I'm obsessed with. But I really was just having a bad mental health day, and it really wasn't meant to alarm anybody. It was really just meant for me to get those thoughts out of my head because girl, sometimes we just have bad days. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just have bad days. Um, and the way that I cope with those bad days is just by usually venting to a close friend, or typing it and just getting it out.
Hmm.
Let's see. Richard said, "I'm doing better day by day, just enjoying wrestling under the stars and nows." Oh my gosh, how fun! I want to wrestle under the stars and nows. You didn't invite me, you rude.
You just
So
gave me a thought. I'm so mad at you right now.
so okay, you guys, let's talk about our big announcement that we have been dying to tell you guys about. Okay, Rainbow Unity is launching our very first
Dun,
in-person
dun, dun,
event.
dun, dun.
That made me think about Blue's Clues. We just got a letter. But we are hosting our very first in-person event. It is called Celebrating Her. Our event is going to be a speak easy theme. So when you walk in, the ambiance is going to be speak easy, secret password, dark clothing, stage with a spotlight, a bubble machine, a laser and light show. It is going to be an amazing event. And when I tell you guys, we have been working on this event, what, 3 months now? We've been working on this event for 3 months with our board of directors, and our board of directors have been doing a phenomenal job with helping us put this together. We have been doing an amazing job with putting this event together. And when I say I have been enjoying every step of the way, and I am so excited to finally get this event out, get it to the public, fellowship with the community. Commune with each other. It's going to be a blowout of an event. How are you feeling about the event, our first event that we're putting out?
Eh, no,
Shut up. This is not RuPaul's Drag Race.
meh.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
no, I mean it's like I'm going to echo that sentiment, but saying one more, because being that it's our first big event, being that we're still a new business, and
Yeah.
when you thank the board, I felt the same because all of us together have put our blood, sweat, and tears into this, and when we have this event at the end of the month in August, it's just going to tell, you're going to be able to tell that it wasn't just rushed to put together.
Yeah.
And we have some good news for everybody, no matter where you live.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow Unity TV will be broadcasting live from the event.
Live.
Live. So you are
Yes.
not going to miss a thing of it.
I'm so excited. I mean, when I say I have been looking for my outfit for like weeks because I have no idea what I'm wearing. I know what color that I want to wear, and I think the color is going to pop. I know what my hair and my jewelry is going to look like, but I'm having a hard time choosing between three different dresses. I will be in drag that night, of course, because like I have to be for this event. And so I'm super excited to be getting all dolled up again and bringing Bella back out to play. I know there's been a lot of people that's super excited to see her again. I will not be performing though. I will just be, Bella will just be there in attendance, and she will be mingling and talking to people and all of those really exciting things. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, so let's talk a little bit about what celebrating her is.
Well,
The
we didn't get to my wardrobe, Miss Thing.
Oh, let's go. What are you wearing? What do you want to wear?
Well, girl, I have this dress that is dropped down low, and it's
Ooh.
got a slit that comes all the way up to my thigh,
Oh my
and
gosh.
I'm either gonna wear my stilettos,
Yeah. How long are your stilettos? Six
uh,
inches?
yeah, with the
Oh my
steel rod,
gosh.
so they'll hold this fat ass.
I know that's right.
And I'm thinking I'm wanting to get with you so we could do our makeup together.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I'm definitely wearing stilettos. My stilettos are not going to be 6 inch stilettos. I might give you a good 4 inch stiletto, but I'm not going to give you a six because I'm old. And okay, I'm not in my 20s anymore when Bella first came out, honey. Bella is in her 30s now. So we're going to be in a 4 inch stiletto, not a 6 inch stiletto. Um, okay, and I'm a modest
Rub it in, rub it
woman.
in, rub it in.
I'm a modest woman, so I'm going to be covered up. But I am going to be shut up. But I am going to be, honey, stunning from head to toe whenever I choose what dress I'm wearing. All dolled up. I am definitely gonna be all dolled up. We're both gonna be all dolled up.
Well,
And
I have an image when I dress up that I have to carry because
yes,
right now I'm wearing that image. I look at it this way: I grew them, they're there.
hello.
If you got them, flaunt them, and then
Yeah, hello. Period.
it's so. But I cannot be, and it's my nature. You guys know that I am not a subdued woman at all.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
There's nothing. I am loud and proud and woman, and I will roar.
Roar, yes.
Girl,
I
yes.
live, I live.
And the thing
Um,
is, to see, when I first met you in that persona that you
yeah,
had, and all the events that I've been with you, um, and to see my Bella again, it just, I don't know how many times I've told you, I just look at the pictures of me and you together when you were for Bella. And even though you would wear Bella for me just for a special occasion, you said, because I don't come out as Bella just for anybody.
no, I do not.
And I felt so special to
Yeah,
have Bella in my house. And it's going to be great again to be standing
yeah,
next to my partner, and finally to have my arm around Bella and say, "This is my girl." Because I
yes.
just love Bella. Come
So
with your crosses.
come with your cross. We sure will. I always have my cross with me, honey. Jesus walks with me everywhere that I go.
And there's that.
so
Let's
so
go back to the event.
let's talk a little bit about what celebrating her is. So celebrating her is an event that is for trans women and the people who love them. It is just an event to be in community and fellowship with each other, to come together and laugh and party and just enjoy ourselves in a safe space. So I'm super excited about that. Did you want to add anything else to that?
No, I mean, I believe that, our trans women do need celebrating, and
For
that's
sure.
that's who this is about. For
Yeah.
people like me and a lot of the other trans women that are out there, and
Yeah.
we know that there are men out there that love us, even though
Hmm.
they may be on the down low. We need protected from Jody. I can't with you.
You know what, Lynn? Yes, we do. so so we're super excited about that. Now let's go into our next segment, which is going to be our pals and wows. Now, for those of you in the audience who may be new here, who don't know what pals and wows are, a pal is a bad thing that happened this week, and a wow is a good thing that happened this week. Now we're gonna tell you guys our pals and wows, but we would love to hear your pals and wows as well for the week. So make sure that you are putting your pals and wows down below in the comment section, and we will display them on the show. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
What? Yeah, you know what? I will turn it over to you, my love.
Whew, okay. A pal for me is the fact that I had to come back from vacation and I was having such a great time. Um, that's a huge pal. And my week, and it's Saturday, so my week was pretty good except for today. I had a horrible, horrible Saturday. But the rest of my week was pretty good. I think if I had to say a wow, my wow would be the fact that we're finally getting to announce celebrating her and talk about celebrating her openly, girl, after we've been keeping it in hiding and under wraps, and been working on it for so long. So I think that's a wow for me, and I'm super excited about that. Your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I nodded off somewhere. My pal probably was, I've had some pals during the week, and just some things going on in my personal life that have kind of tried to kick me in the midsection and take the air out of me. And so those were my pals, and then my wows. It's just reconnecting with Bella and working on celebrating her, and just regrouping with my friends and talking to some of those that really love me and care about me, and just checking up on me, and those that chosen family, and those uh even my step family that has been in my life has just reached out to me and said, "Hey, Mama Jody, you're going to be okay. I've got your back." And so knowing that, it makes the pals so much easier because you know it's been a day when
Shut up. That is so funny every time you say it. Cuz it's so true. Like honey, you know it's been a day when, okay? Period. All
well
right,
I
those
put that look in it too. I go,
you're right, exactly. All right, you guys, those were our pals and wows of the week. Again, make sure that you guys are dropping your pals and wows down below in the comment section, and make sure that you are joining in on the conversation. Now, you guys, we have an amazing topic for tonight. The topic for tonight is Beyond the Darkness. Um, what made us come up with this topic? I'm literally sitting here thinking, and again, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. Okay, so my brain is not all the way here at the moment, but honey, we're gonna truck on as best that we can. And I was sitting here thinking, like, what made us come up with the topic for tonight? Like, do you even remember what it was?
I do, because we were talking and we were frantically searching. Oh, what the heck are we going to talk
What are
about?
we gonna talk about? I know.
And I was just sitting there and we were talking, and you kept telling me, well, that title's too long, that title's too long. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, at least it's an idea.
Which is typically our process, you guys. Like that's our process. Whenever we come up with a decision, and literally any decision, not just the show, but like anything on the board, any event that we want to do, any shirts that we want to get made, like literally, like you know. The board will come up with a million things, and I'm like, "That's too long. That's too short. That's not long enough." Blah 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 blah, and I'm just like going down the checklist of like everything, and they're like, okay, and then usually I'm like, okay, let's do this, and then we come up with something like that. Like that's literally our process. It is exhausting probably to the normal average person, but to us, I think it's a perfect process because
It's
we work
almost like
together.
being addicted to crack. Okay,
I
it's like,
cannot with you. You
wow.
know what? I saw this lady on TikTok today, and she said I'm from the '80s, right? And she said in the '80s you had to use your manners. You had to do XYZ because if you didn't, you would get popped or slapped or punched by your parents. And literally, I commented under her post, and I'm pretty sure she deleted my comment because I get too real for these people on TikTok. So that they delete a lot of my comments, and I don't care because I still say it anyway. But I said under her post, I said back then there was a lot of discipline. Like you guys were disciplined a lot, but there was not a lot of love, joy, or happiness. So there really was not that balance. And I said, I feel like that's why a lot of those people abuse their kids or abuse their wife or they're unhappy or negative throughout their life. How do you feel about that? Because what were you doing in the 80s?
Uh, I was tripping on acid and snorting
Shut
cocaine.
shut up. I can I
No,
cannot.
honestly, in the 80s, I was, let's see, I came home from the service in 85. So most of the 80s, I was in the military. So there really wasn't much of doing too much in the 80s because,
Right.
being that my specific title was something that, I wasn't proud of. But the thing is like, so, and then I married my bride
Wait,
who
which
had
bride?
my
The first
first
one or the
one,
second one?
the
Okay.
first one. Uh,
Okay.
Y'all, I've been married 3 times. So I'm starting to beginning to think it's me.
No, 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 it's not you because you're still in the current one.
Well, we've been together 20 years, so there's that.
Yeah, goodness.
Um, so then my child was born,
Mhm.
and my oldest son, and it turned into being a father, and or being a parent, as it were. And
Yeah.
the first tornado came that I seen in Niles that devastated. everything like Niles and Hubbard and all that. And I was still in the Air Force National Guard Reserve because I had so much reserve time that I had to do before I
Hmm.
was officially out. So I was on cleanup patrol in patrol. So, but that's what I mostly did in the 80s. So basically, just being a parent and being somebody in the military and being a
Yeah.
partner and supporting and doing stuff like that. So, but I noticed that the parents like that were that back in that day, parents were like that. But I also
Yeah.
noticed that came from my generation too, because I
I
was
know.
born in the generation of peace, love, and happiness.
I know.
Bull crap.
I think for me, because I was obviously I was born in the '90s. I was born in 1990, and so for me, like I told my mom this all, when we had our talk, where I was like, there was a lot of discipline. Like you were very good at yelling at me for things. Don't touch the thermostat. Don't go in the refrigerator. Don't talk back to your teacher. Blah 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 blah, honey. And let me tell you something, okay, about the '90s. Whatever she could use, pick up, and hit me with, she would pick it up and she would hit me with it. Okay, if it was a lamp, if it was a banana, if it was a hand mirror, if it was a bottle of cologne, like whatever they could get their hands on to hit me with, they were hitting me with it. And I was
Right.
like, and I told her, there was a lot of discipline. And in a way, I appreciate you for that. But there was not a lot of I love you. You're gonna be okay. You look amazing today. What can we do? Blah blah blah. There wasn't a lot of that. And I think in a way, I kind of think that's what's going on with the parents of today, is that the parents of today are trying to overcorrect now, and they are trying to make sure that their kids don't go through the abuse and the trauma and the pain that we had to go through as kids growing up. And I think they overcorrected it now and they swung it too far. Now there's too much love, happiness, foo foo, blah blah blah, and not enough discipline. Like that's how I feel now, and that's one reason why I don't want kids. Like, I'm kind of happy being in my 30s and not having kids, because I'd be the same way, because I went through so much trauma and pain and abuse, in my family. I would overcorrect too. And I would spoil my kid, and I would never hit my kid, and I would never discipline my kid, and I would give them whatever they wanted. And that's not good either. That's toxic too, because they have to know what's right and what's wrong. Um, I just wish they didn't, swing it over too far.
Yeah,
Um,
I could get that. I mean, I call that helicopter parent
yeah,
because they hover over you.
that's what I would be. I would be a helicopter parent for sure, and and it would be out of love, because I wouldn't want them to have to deal with what I went through. I just wouldn't.
I get that because my mom liked to find weapons, whatever she could reach. Same, I got
Hmm.
it.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, it's that generation. It's the 80s and 90s kids, honey. Whatever our parents could get their hands on. Honey, my mom hit me with a purse one time, with her purse one time, because that's what she got her hands on. I remember one time I was in church and I dozed off in church because, girl, we had 3 church services. It was the third church service. I was tired. Like, I was tired. Like, girl. And my mom walks over to me and she pops me on my arm. I was so pissed off. Like, I was so mad. You know what? And I think all of that hitting, yelling, and screaming, like, I developed horrible anger issues. I developed horrible anger issues. And it got to the point where nobody could tell me anything. Like, who are you talking to? You're not talking to me like that. Watch your mouth. It got to that point, and that became very dark and very toxic as well. When in That's what I feel like, that's what I think what my definition of darkness would be, right? Like, I think
right.
my definition of darkness are those unseen traumas, those unseen issues that we don't deal with, that's inside of us, that end up coming out in our behaviors and in our everyday life. I've yapped a lot. What would you say your definition of darkness is? What would you say when you see beyond the darkness? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, what do you think that would be?
Seeing Beyond the Darkness, because it goes with how he came up that title. Remember how a lot of people say, I'm looking for that light at the end of the tunnel. I
Yeah.
can't wait to reach that light of the at the end of the tunnel. Well, to us, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that light that's at the end of the
Yeah.
tunnel. And it's and I came from a generation, 30 years before you, and you know, uh, Lynn made a couple of comments, and one is
Yeah.
my parents used their hands or a paddle, but mostly grounding.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I didn't really get that courtesy. I mean, well, I kind of did. Like I got way more than paddle. Like I am a child abuse victim. So I was hit with extension cords, switches, I was stripped naked. I had my underwear ripped off where it was nothing but my birthday suit getting hit with metal. I went through those types of things. And when I did get grounded, they would put me in my room. I was gonna say lock me in my room, but they really didn't lock me in it. But they would put me in my room, and I was forced to ask for permission to come out. Like I was not allowed to come out without asking. Even if I had to go to the bathroom, I had to ask for permission to go to the bathroom. There was a lot of the times where they would stick me in a corner and I was not allowed to move from that corner. And girl, I'd be in that corner for hours and hours and hours and hours. And if I even budge, like one time they would like stick your nose in it and where like literally I couldn't breathe. Like literally because my nose and my mouth are both pressed up against this corner and I couldn't breathe. And literally I have nightmares about those times even today in my 30s. That's how bad it was. And my stepdad would throw things at me like I was a zoo animal. Like he would throw brushes at me if I moved too much. He would throw belts at me if I moved too much. He would throw objects at me like I was just a circus animal. So I was not fortunate enough to get the ground. I wish that I would have. I think when I became a teenager, it stopped. It stopped when I became a teenager because I was lifting weights. I was getting stronger. I was taller, so it became physically impossible for them to physically abuse me because now I can fight you back and I'm stronger than you. And they knew that I would literally. I had so much built up anger and built in aggression in me that I could literally hurt you. Like literally, I could hurt both of you with my bare hands if I want to. And so those things stopped. And I was very fortunate that they did because had they not, I would be in juvie. Um,
I get that, honey. And
yeah.
I remember a time where I was at a friend's house, and the parents, this was recently, and the parents said to the child, "Well, I'm going to give you a choice. You could either take a timeout or you could go in your room for the rest of the day." Well, here's the thing.
Isn't that the
Their
same thing?
room, no, because a timeout, you just stand in the corner or whatever.
Yeah.
But going to the room when the parents have bought Xboxes, Nintendos, and Game Boys, and TVs, and they got computer. Well, geez,
Yeah.
oh man, put me in my freaking room any day of the week. If
Hello,
that's punishment,
girl.
girl,
I'll take
yeah,
it.
right? So
Child,
what is that
please.
child gaining? When I was raising my child, uh, my thing was I said, you either got your butt whipped
Yeah.
or you get grounded for the rest of the day. Well, common sense will tell you once my ass gets paddled,
It's over with.
it's over. I don't want
Yeah.
to be grounded. Okay, and they bend over, I give them a good crack, and it's with my hand. I never use a paddle or a belt on any kid
Yeah.
because I suffered through that, and I know
Yeah.
what you mean about the abuse. So,
Mhm.
you know, a nice open hand crack on the butt. Hey,
Ma'am.
at
Yeah.
least leaves a red mark, and they remember it.
Exactly. You know
So
what? And for me, I would get paddlings at school, and then I would come home and get a whooping with the belt at home. So it's like by three times, by the way, one by the principal, two by my mom, and three by my stepdad. So
yeah,
that's why
that
I was
wasn't
like,
great.
you guys were very good at disciplining. You guys were very good at making me feel like I was less than. You guys were very good at making me feel like I was small. You were very good at that. But somehow you missed the mark on everything else. Like you missed
Right?
everything else, girl. No idea how that happened. You know what I mean? No
Well, I
idea.
do. And the thing is, my grandfather, now, my grandparents did not like the discipline
Yeah.
unless, I mean, you really had to do something. Well, my
Yeah.
grandfather, I can remember, short little Sicilian Dago, but, about 5'4", because if they go over 5'10", they lean this way. So,
Yeah, of course.
anyways, henceforth the Leaning Tower of Pisa. But anyways, he took this old piano board. Now, if anybody knows what piano board is, it's thick, it's heavy, and it's what they put into pianos.
Mhm.
So he drilled holes in it. Not big holes, just probably about that size, maybe like that. And I tell you what, when he swung that thing, it whistled before it hit your ass.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can say the A word on here, but oh my gosh.
I
That is
mean,
horrible.
you could hear that, and you knew that
Yeah.
your butt was
You're about to hurt.
done.
Because it takes all the air out. The same thing happened to me. My principal had a paddler, but it had three holes in the middle to take all the air out. And I was like, you guys, like in my, like at that time, at that age, I'm like, it kind of seems like y'all are enjoying this. And that's a bigger issue that needs to be talked about. Like, do you think that they enjoyed hitting us and hurting us? Like, do you think that it was enjoyment for them?
I think they teach what they were taught.
Yeah, you think that they were just what is it, a product of their environment?
hmm
I
I
can
mean,
understand that.
if you look at that generation's history, but you got to remember, you
Yeah,
know, there was no children's services, there was no abuse,
yeah,
there was
yeah.
nothing. I mean, when I got thrown into conversion therapy, you
Ugh,
know, for somebody like me,
yeah,
you know, their cure was we'll stick the child into conversion therapy. There
yeah.
wasn't any psychiatrists that talked to kids because back in my day kids were seen, not heard, and that was it.
But honey, back in my day too. Shit, like back in the '90s, like they were seen and not heard as well. And I think
Exactly.
I like. Did you create a complex in your head where you felt like you were worthless because of
Oh,
that?
oh, of course. Well, this is what it was by, after the trauma I had when I was very young. And this is not the show to talk about this. We'll do this on another show.
Yes, we will.
Uh, but I mean, and speaking of colorful metaphors, you
Yeah.
said one worse than mine, so we're
I
good.
know I did. I was like, I don't think we're allowed to say that either, but here we are. We'll find out.
I've heard worse on YouTube. I trust me, I have.
Oh, good.
I mean, it's like I did because I knew that after what happened to me as a kid, that
Mhm.
my mother did not love me. I never experienced the true love of a mother. And please, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. I don't.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Yeah,
I am coming out on the other side of this stronger and better than ever.
for
And
sure.
you get to the point at 64 years old. Why do I care what my mother thinks about me? She never loved me anyways. So who gives a darn?
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
she, that female dog, can never hurt me again. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm too big because if she tries to hurt me, 85 or not, well, me and her are going to have a different
Well,
conversation.
she wouldn't be dumb enough to try it, and that's the good part, and that's the good part
Well,
about
yeah. So I think, like
it.
we were talking about, like my mother and
Yeah.
stuff, I never had that. I get jealous, and this is part of my therapy. I would
Mhm.
get jealous of mothers that would have their kids and that would show them love and do activities with them. I never had it. I
Hmm.
wanted it. I wanted it so bad and I never got it. And I was thinking, what the F did I do?
Yeah, like what did I be born? That's what
Yeah.
we were just born. That's what happened.
I mean, what am
Um,
I? The lowest piece of dirt on the ground? I mean, my
exactly.
question was, why the hell did you have me?
Right. So, like, obviously, a lot of us, or not a lot of us, both of us, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the people in the audience as well, went through a lot of pain and trauma that would be our darkness. What did you do to start going through the healing process to go beyond the darkness? You see what I did there? See? All
I
right.
love that. I love how you did that. You know what? And I'm currently doing it. I'm in
Yeah.
therapy.
Yes, you are.
How many times have you called me and I said, I can't talk right now.
I'm in therapy,
I
girl.
do, right. I am in therapy Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Right.
I go 4 times a day, 4 times,
Wow.
that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And 3 of them are check-in groups.
Yeah.
So to make sure I'm processing whatever and whatever. And then
Mhm.
there's 1 hour, and it's called intense therapy, where I actually sit and have to talk about the trauma,
Yeah.
exactly what happened to me
Wow.
by I don't anyways. So
Yeah. Don't go
that's
into
how
it.
that's how I'm finding out. It's my whole story.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And right now the VA was the ones that are jumping in the hole and I'm saying, "Are you crazy?" And they
Mhm.
say, "Yeah, but we know the way out. I've been
Right.
here. We've been there
Hello. I've been
before."
here before. I love that story. I love when you tell that story. Yeah, I
Right.
think for me, the first time that I started trying to go beyond the darkness was my freshman year in college. We have a therapist on campus. And, I was like, okay, I guess I'll try therapy. And I tried therapy. And that was the first time that I went, beyond the darkness, though that was also the first time that I started learning about actionable steps in terms of, what I should be doing day to day to kind of help me um, get through these hard times, and everything like that. So I think that was the first thing that I did. I think fast forwarding to life now, I am still dealing with nightmares from things that happened to me, obviously, because we're still talking about it years later. But I think the beauty of it is, and the beauty of therapy is that it's no longer stopping me from doing things that I want to do. You know what I mean? It's no longer holding me back. It's no longer like I no longer think that I'm worthless. I no longer think that I'm nothing now. And anytime that anybody ever tries to cross that line, I just look at them like they're stupid. Because girl, yes, girl, please, you will never. Because
You know,
I've come too far.
yeah, I know. And I'm just
Yeah.
reading Lynn's comment. You can't please everyone, and I have to live with me, so I need to be happy with
With
myself.
myself. Exactly.
I love
See,
that.
I
And
love
that's
that
the
too.
thing.
That needs to be on a t-shirt. We need to put that
Eh,
on a t-shirt.
we may make create one for
Right.
rainbowunitywear.com.
You
There's
know what
that.
I mean? Hello.
But I mean, I look at it this way. I'm finding out through this intense therapy that it's okay to have a bad day.
Yeah.
It's okay to be upset. It's okay for when we ask you how you're doing today. It's
Mhm.
okay. You could say, I'm okay.
Right.
You don't, I don't have to put on this facade that
Mhm.
Jody is always happy go lucky and nothing affects me when actually
Exactly.
I was BSing myself.
Mhm.
And it's like, you know, so it goes with my saying, love you, be you, and respect you.
Respect you, which is our motto for Rainbow Unity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. See, I it took a minute for me to come to terms with that. Like I can't even front and be like, "Oh my gosh, blah blah." Blah." No, it took a minute. Like I really did not learn that in totality until 25, 26. Like
hmm
25, I had this huge awakening where I was like, "You know what? I'm not happy." you know what, I'm struggling with my mental health daily. You know what, I'm pretending. You know what, something needs to be done about this. That happened around 25. And that is when I learned, oh, I don't need validation from others. Oh, interesting. I don't have to care what people think about me. Oh, interesting. Like, you mean to tell me that if I love myself, that things will get better because I'm not depending on anyone else to love me? Huh. Okay, cool.
And isn't
um,
that great? I
yeah,
mean,
it
look
was
at it.
incredible. It was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Bella was born because of that. My love of beauty and fashion was born because of that. My love for intellectualism and creative arts was born out of that, and it was just such, a beautiful feeling. So yeah, you guys, you know what, I this was an amazing segment, and I do think that it is time to wrap this segment up and go into our next segment. So let's pop on a commercial and we'll be right back. Listen, no matter who you are or what you look like, Rainbow Unity wants you. Rainbow Unity is a community for all the letters of the alphabet. We have Thursday night Zoom calls, a private group chat, and even an up and coming online and digital community. You should also check out our mission that goes towards celebrating LGBTQ vets. That is rainbowunitywear.com. So, join the mission, join the conversation, and join the family because we want you here. That is rainbowunitywear.com. Once again, that's rainbowunitywear.com. Now, let's jump into our last and final segment. What would you do?
We're back.
We are back. So let's talk a little bit more about that. So, you guys, Rainbow Unity is an organization for all of the alphabet. I love to say all of the sorry, blah 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 blah, all of the letters of the alphabet. And one of our main missions and core missions is Rainbow Unity Wear. When we envisioned and created Rainbow Unity Wear, we thought long and hard about what we wanted our cause to be. We really did. And we did not know what we wanted it to be. And then, bam, it came to us just like a thief in the night. We want to focus on LGBTQ vets. So we created Rainbow Unity Wear, which is basically a platform that has amazing clothing items on there. We also have a community for LGBTQ vets as well. Whenever we start getting more vets into our organization, we will have a separate group specifically for them. It is something that is near and dear to our hearts and something that we care about oh so much. So if you would like to check out Rainbow Unity Wear, please make sure that you scan the QR code that is on the screen right now, and that will take you to rainbowunitywear.com. If you do not want to scan the QR code, you can just go, straight to the website, which is rainbowunitywear.com, you guys. Another thing as well that I did want to bring up was you can support the stream now. You can buy us a coffee. Maybe you like, me more, or maybe you like my lovely and amazing executive director more. You want to buy one of us a coffee to show your support and love. Please make sure that you click on the QR code as well. Listen, a cup of coffee is $1. I can get a cup of coffee for $1, and it really goes a long way in helping to support the stream and helping to make sure that we can keep doing the stream every week, as well as keeping our mission alive. We love you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for being here. Now, let's jump into our last segment, which is a new segment that we will be debuting today, which is called This or That. Now, before I pop this on the screen, I just want to say that I've taken 2 vacations this summer already. I'm taking like 2 more before this summer is over, and I have been to both of these types of places. So that is what where I got this from. So it's called This or That. Do you prefer mountains or do you prefer beaches? Okay, that could be, would you rather live in the mountains or would you rather live on the beach? Would you rather vacation in the mountains or would you rather vacation on the beach? Or just in general, which one do you like more? Make sure you comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. We would love to see it. So, you go first. What would, like, which one, mountains or beaches?
Well, this is ironic because I was in the Air Force and I hate heights. So there's that.
Which is weird. I don't understand. It's just like when people say they love roller coasters but they hate heights. How do you love roller coasters but you hate heights? It don't make sense.
Well, there's people in the Navy that hate boats. So there's that.
Also doesn't make sense.
And when it comes to a cup of coffee, I'll be lucky if I get the saucer. So anyway, I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
I think for me, this or that. What beaches? Lynn likes beaches. I have to
Beaches.
I have to agree with her because I like a quiet private beach with a nice house in the background and at night with the windows open and just hearing that calm sea coming in and
Yeah.
coming out, and just hearing it. I mean, it's just like life living on the beach. The
Yeah.
seas are going to be calm, but then when the hurricane comes, them winds are not going to be so calm, and waves are going to like be all over the place. So
Right.
I think that would be great. The only thing I would hate about it is if it was a nude beach, then I would get sand in my.
Oh
So there,
gosh. I don't understand how they can have new beaches if I'm being honest because isn't there like dirt everywhere? Like girl, no, 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 no.
yeah, I can't imagine even sitting on a beach towel and the sand just happens to go up the butt.
We have a comment that says been on the Empire State Building.
Yeah, Lynn's brave because if they had to get me to climb the Empire State Building, honey.
Absolutely not. No, I could not. So I okay, so for me, I thought I was a beach person too before started vacationing in the mountains. I vacationed in the mountains 3 times, and when I say vacationing in the mountains is such a peaceful and tranquil thing to do. You have the hot tub because honey, in the mountains everybody has a hot tub. Everybody has a hot tub. So you have the hot tub, you have the fire going, you have, nature and just it's just quiet and it is just it's amazing and Lynn said elevator. And it's just so quiet and it makes you just sit and say, wow, like I love my life. And so definitely for me, I would choose mountains over beaches, you guys. Okay, so that brings us to our benediction. When I say we have had so much fun on today's show, how do you feel about tonight's show?
You know what? Using this new service that we're using, and now that we're not scripted, we actually let a little while longer than we normally
We
allow
did.
ourselves. But you
Yeah,
know
we
what?
did. I don't
I
care.
I don't care neither. I really think that it was fun tonight, and we've
Yeah,
missed each other, and
for
the
sure.
creative process is there. But yeah, so
For
I think.
sure.
Do we have a final thought?
Do you want to give a final thought?
I would.
Okay, let's hear it.
I would. Just remember, everybody, if you've been watching my 60 seconds with Jody on TikTok, just remember trauma and healing is a marathon. You have to prepare yourself because you don't run in a marathon, you sprint in a marathon. And to have the endurance to maintain that strength, you have to train, you have to prepare your body. So you have to prepare your mind as well. So remember, it's not a sprint, it's not a race. It's
Hmm.
not to see who could get there first. It's surviving the marathon. And that's where the light at the end of the tunnel comes because you've survived the marathon and you made it through and you said, you know what? I got this.
Yeah.
That's my final thought.
That was an amazing, an amazing final thought. I love that. And with that, I'm going to say make sure you guys check out rainbowunitywear.com. Check out our cause for LGBTQ vets. We would love, love, love for you guys to support this cause with us, and support this movement with us. If you guys would love to support the stream, make sure you guys buy us a coffee, support the stream. It will go a long way in what we are trying to do, you guys. And with that, we will say our final thoughts, which is be you, love you,
Love
and
you,
respect
respect
you.
you.
Bye.